I swear, these things are everywhere. Always in the way, too. Even in a creative world. Anyhow. Hey y'all, this is Cup, and I have made a redstone vending machine for enchanted books in Minecraft. Let's get into it. So in the future, I'll include the designing process for all the redstone contraptions that I make. That is, however, impossible for this video and the next one, because I was already about 90 to 95% done with the design when I chose to make a video on it. I will, however, show y'all the full completed design. We are here now on the Bowcraft server, a private whitelist server I'm on, where I have built the redstone vending machine in the shopping district. At the front, I have a set of instructions so customers know how to use the machine, and some more instructions over by the interface. If I want to place an order, the first thing I do is go to the book order papers chest. Every paper in this chest represents a book in stock in the inventory circuit below me. So there are 32 Soul Speed 3 books in stock, and 55 Sweeping Edge 3 books in stock. If I wanted to order, say, 2 Sweeping Edge 3 books and 2 Thorns 3 books, I'd take those papers and put them in the order papers chest. And then since every book costs 2 diamonds, I'd place twice as many diamonds in the payment chest. And then the next thing I do is just simply click the place order button, but I'm going to show the rest of the interface first. This is the output chest. This is where your books will be outputted to once the order is complete. It is also where your diamonds will be returned to, if they are returned. And there are 2 indicator lights. The first indicator light indicates that the order papers and diamonds have been returned. This may happen if you click the cancel order button, if you don't pay enough diamonds, or if you order more than 27 books. The bottom light will come on when the payment has been verified. If you want to cancel your order, you have to click the cancel order button before the payment has been verified, otherwise the order papers have already been sent off to the inventory circuit and it is too late. Now I'm going to click the place order button. The order papers chest will go off first to get counted. Once that is done getting counted, the payment chest will go off to get counted. The circuit has now verified the payment, and everything has reset. The order papers have been sent off to the inventory circuit, and we have to now just wait for our books. The books have now arrived, and as you can see, I have 2 Sweeping Edge 3 books and 2 Thorns books, just as I ordered. So back to the creative world to show how the redstone works. I will first order 8 Unbreaking 3 books to show what happens when an order is placed properly, and then I will show what happens when an order is cancelled, and what happens when an order is not placed properly. Place order button is clicked, the order papers are sent off to get counted, and this switch flips, which will allow the cancel order button to be clicked. The order papers are now sent off to the second minecart, which will send them through to the third minecart one at a time so that every item sends out a signal. The 8 signals are then sent off to the first part of the verification circuit, where every signal activates the next switch, allowing the signal after it to get one step further. You'll also notice a switch on the left. Each signal activates the most recent of these switches and resets all the ones before it. This sets the price point that the diamond counter must reach to send out the verification signal. Happening at the same time, each signal is sent through a pulse extender which keeps this redstone signal on until the circuit is done counting. Once that signal turns off, the T flip-flop switches and a torch under this block blinks the signals, making it flip again. This switch flips, but the circuit is not used in this outcome. Once the signal is done blinking, the payment is sent off to get counted. The diamonds are filtered so no other payment is accepted. This 3-tick delay locks this hopper, sending the items through to the minecart one at a time. Every item sends a signal flipping this switch, but only every other signal starting with the second one gets through. This mechanic sets the price per book to 2 diamonds. These signals are sent through to the second part of the verification circuit, where they must reach the price point of 8 signals or 16 diamonds to get through the switch and send the verification signal. The verification signal does 4 things. It sends the payment minecart to the payment storage, the order papers minecart to the inventory circuit, turns on the indicator light, flips this switch preventing the circuit from doing anything, we'll get into what that does later, and lastly it hits the reset after a 36-tick delay. When the payment minecart is sent off, it drops down to deliver the diamonds, then loops back around so it only hits the activation rail once. When the minecart hits the activation rail, it flips the switch controlling the track just after the minecart returns. When the order papers minecart is sent off, it drops down to deliver the order papers to the inventory circuit, then loops back around so it only hits the activation rail once. Again, the activation rail flips the switch controlling the track just after the minecart returns. Next, the order papers make their way through to the right filter and offload into the minecart. The minecart then goes back and forth to send the order papers through one at a time so each paper creates a redstone signal. All the papers are sent to this chest for me to collect. Each signal unlocks this hopper for just enough time to release one book from the chest above it. The books are then sent through the water stream into the hoppers, which bring them to the output chest. And with the books here now at the output chest, that is the order completed. Now to show what happens when the order is cancelled, I'm going to order 8 Unbreaking 3 books for consistency, and show what changes. The order has been placed and the switch flips, allowing the order button to be clicked. The order papers are being counted, so I will go ahead and cancel the order. This switch flips, sending out a constant signal which extends this piston, preventing the other piston from firing. The same happens on the other side too. Though the order has been cancelled, the verification process remains the same. The circuit will count to 8 and send out the verification signal. This time the verification signal sends the minecart but does not flip the track since this piston cannot extend. This sends both minecarts to the left instead of the right. The payment minecart delivers the diamonds to the output chest through these hoppers, then returns. The order papers minecart delivers the papers to the book order papers chest, activates the indicator light, and then returns. Finally, everything resets. Now from a player's perspective, the indicator light comes on, all the diamonds are returned through the output chest. And the order papers are returned to the book order papers chest where they came from. I will now show what happens when not enough diamonds are paid. Again, I will order 8 Unbreaking 3 books for consistency. The order is placed and the order papers minecart is sent off to get counted. Once that's done counting, the T flip-flop switches and this piston activates. When the diamonds are counted, they only send out 4 signals rather than the 8 necessary to verify the order. The 4 signals fail to reach the price point, so no verification signal is outputted. That also means this switch does not flip. This pulse extender keeps this redstone signal on until the diamonds are done counting. At that point, the T flip-flop switches and resets. This switch is flipped and a signal with a 24 tick delay is sent. Since the payment wasn't verified, the signal makes it through and hits the reset. The payment minecart and the order papers minecart are sent to return their items. From the player's perspective, the indicator light turns on, the diamonds are placed in the output chest, and the order papers are returned to their place in the book order papers chest. Next, I'll show what happens when something else or no diamonds are placed in the payment chest. Again, I will place the same order for consistency. The order is placed and the order papers minecart is sent off to get counted. Once that's done counting, the payment minecart is sent. The activator rail is hit and the pulse is reduced to 2 ticks. This switch allows only the first pulse from the observer to get through. The first pulse flips this switch, allowing the next one to get further. The dirt is filtered to this chest, so it will not be counted as payment. If payment was received, this switch would have been flipped. The minecart hits the activator rail, and since the switch was not flipped, the signal gets through and hits the reset. The minecarts are released and the order papers are returned. From the player's perspective, the indicator light turns on, and as you can see, nothing is returned to the output chest because nothing was accepted as payment, and the order papers are returned to the rightful place. Finally, I will show what happens when too many books are ordered. For this, I will order 28 Unbreaking 3 books, since the limit is 27. The order is placed and the order papers minecart is sent off to get counted. The order papers are counted and the 28th signal resets all the price points without sending a new one, which will prevent the payment from being verified. Once the order papers are done counting, this switch flips. The payment minecart is then sent off to get counted. Diamonds are counted, but since there is no set price point, the verification signal is not sent. Once the diamonds are done counting, this switch flips, and since the payment was not verified, the diamond count signal gets through and hits the reset. The payment minecart places the diamonds in the output chest, and the order papers minecart returns the papers to the book order papers chest. From the player's perspective, the indicator light turns on and all 56 diamonds are placed in the output chest. The 28 order papers are also back in their place. So that is all. I have covered all the possibilities and how the redstone works. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell. That way you'll know as soon as I upload new content. The world download is in the description. Feel free to use my design. Just make sure to give me credit if you do. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok to stay up to date, and join my Discord to jump in the conversation. All links below.